Hey guys, just another quick reminder that today's episode is pre-recorded, which means any suggestions, tips, I won't be able to apply until day 26, which I will be recording here very soon. Nonetheless, let's get into today's episode. YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2003. This is day 22 on the series, or day 23. Sorry, day 23 on the series. And we are starting this episode off by training Rocco. I think this will be his last training session with us. Or maybe we'll have another month. The balance training is weird. I'm going to have to practice that because I don't want to do it on this horse and ruin a chance to really improve his stats. I think I'm going to do one more session of guts training. That was going to be my focus with him from the start. That has been my focus, and I really do want to see what type of rating he'll get for that because, again, the stretches are the hardest thing in this game. So guts plays a huge part in that. And I figure if we can give him a really solid guts rating, he could be a horse that finishes really strong in the stretch, and that could really help us out when it comes to his racing. And most importantly, trying to win races consistently. How am I missing those? What? It's so weird. The whip is so weird for me, man. It really is. It's probably going to be another, like, low 80, mid 70, high 70. Probably like a 78, maybe? 75, yeah. Still, it's a solid rating. It gives us an S, I think. So that does help for the time being. The pasture has gotten crowded. Let's extend. Yes, finally we can extend. Awesome. So that means we'll have more spaces for more horses. Maybe you can own more horses in this game. I mean, I won't be surprised if 6 is the limit, but if you can expand the pasture, which we're about to do, I can't imagine that you would be stuck with only being able to own 6 horses. You know what I mean? That just doesn't really make sense to me. I hope that's not the case. Because, yeah, we can still only own 6. And now that I'm learning there's so much in this game we can upgrade, it may be a possibility that we can own more horses. It would be... I wouldn't be surprised, but it'd be weird to me in this game if you could only have 6 horses. I swear, in Gallop Racer 3, you can have unlimited. And then even in Gallop Racer 2001, you can have more than 6. And both of those games are older than this game. So maybe I just have to get to the point where I can expand my slots. So Crimson Art, he has a better chance here today in this grade 2. Actually, the 3rd favorite. And this is for the path to Dirt Horse of the Year. Unfortunately, he hasn't won anything yet. So all this year, like I said, I'm just going to stick to putting him on this path. I think that's the goal that I want to do. But at the same time, I just wonder if maybe it would make more sense just to put him in races that he can win, even if they're not on the path to Dirt Horse of the Year. You know what I mean? I'm really not sure what will be best for him. I'm putting him in these races because I want to give us a chance to win them. Because obviously if we win them, we'll be putting him in a good position to get a Dirt Horse of the Year title. But unfortunately, we haven't won any of these races. And I can definitely stack wins with this horse if we run him in, like, opens. Like, I could do an experiment like that, where maybe I just try to stick him to open races that we should win a lot easier, and just see if that'll help. Because these races that we're racing him on now, these Group 3s, Group 2s, and Group 1s, they're obviously more challenging, and they've been harder for us to win. Now, granted, I don't think this horse is still at his peak yet. He still has a long way to go. I still think he's still growing. He's going to have a sustained growth type, so he'll still be a solid racehorse for a majority of his racing career. But as far as his top potential, I don't know when he'll get there. I don't know when we're going to know for sure when he's, like, at his best. Because that's going to be key to know. And it's kind of hard in this game because there's no chart you can look at. So it's going to be really hard to figure that out for Crimson Art. But getting him wins will go into play, and we're actually looking pretty strong. Half a furlong left to go with Crimson Art. He might get this grade 2 win, and this puts him on pace for Dirt Horse of the Year. Let's go. Huge grade 2 win there for Crimson Art. Just as I say, I don't know when we're going to get a win with him. I don't know what I should do. We just get a win by a length, maybe half a length actually, by a neck. Photo finish. That's Crimson Art, baby. Let's go. Great grade 2 win for Crimson Art. He gets it done. It's exactly what we needed for the boy. And he is one step closer to getting a Dirt Horse of the Year. We can net a couple more wins. That's all we need. We just need these wins for these races. If we get 2 or 3 of those, we have a chance to get him a title. And that's what I'm aiming for, because that'll obviously help for breeding and everything else. So Crimson Art, awesome grade 2 win. He's coming into form slowly but surely. No grade 1s yet. Look at his earnings. He'll be approaching 20 Gs. He's already our highest earning horse, as he should be. He's double S. But still, I don't think he's ready yet for grade 1s. Now, next race. Let me go to the path here. To see what is next here for Crimson Art. That was a really big win. Really big win. And again, that just puts us one step closer for him to get a Dirt Horse title. So, Crimson Art, there he is. If you see that name on any of these races, that means you are on the path. Now, fortunately for us, no other horse has won a race more than once. So, we are all even right now. And there's still, look at all these opportunities. Crimson can definitely win a couple of these. Now, granted, that grade 2 win is going to be our easiest. There's a couple more grade 3s, and then the rest are grade 1s. So the path is going to be quite challenging, to say the least, for Crimson. It's going to be quite challenging. Now I'm going to go ahead and just get these on my phone right quick so I can look as I'm scheduling these horses for races. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. It's definitely going to be tough. And then still looking at 3-year-old Colt, I think, for Indian Tiger, maybe? Kind of at the point where I'd rather retire him. Let's look at... These are 3-year-old Colts. Let's see if we see any horses that come up more than once. I'm looking at this current screen. It's all one-time winners. Looking at this screen, all one-time winners. So 3-year-old Colt is actually still wide open. If we can get a win with Indian Tiger here in this upcoming... where are we racing him? We're racing him in June, but it's not on this path. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Because I need to put him in something. Yeah, we're racing him in this SP mile, but that's not on the path, so... Let me go back and see what we can do. I mean, I was still considering an early retirement for Indian Tiger, because I mean, the Golden Derby we can't do, and the next races are all the way in September, and I don't really think I want to keep him racing that long, actually. So, Crimson Art, he's the only horse we'll still attempt to get a title for this year. Last month of preparation for Rocco. I'm going to do some speed. I'm actually going to do speed this time around. Guts and speed is going to be this horse, and we'll see if that actually helps him out when we get to that point. But yeah, there's going to be no opportunities for Indian Tiger, so this next race coming up for him will be his last, and then I'll just go ahead and retire him for breeding. Alright. Going good so far. Ah! The left whip doesn't make sense! I'm so bad with it. It's all on my rotation, clearly. That's so annoying because I missed so many good points for that. That easily could have been an 80 eval or higher for speed. Nonetheless, okay, current trainer evaluation. So yeah, we did okay. And here's Roku's stats. He says, well, we did all right. I didn't even get a pasture extended can now accommodate 5 mares and 5 studs. Well, look at that. We're going to go look at the new updated pasture in a second. Still can only own 6 horses, so just wanted to be sure of that. Roko, our 2-year-old, he is ready. And here's his stats. He goes 7 to 10 furlongs on the dirt. He also likes to lead. He has counterclockwise, not good, and Dominator as his only auto ability. So we can't race him on any counterclockwise tracks. So, okay. Here's his... All the guts training we did, and all he gets is a 33. Wow. His speed is 55. His stamina is 40. His power and braking are 67 and 68. So kind of similar to, I think, Away She Goes. Or Follow Her Lead. Granted, Follow Her Lead stats were much better. But pretty similar, right? Follow Her Lead, she had really good power and braking. And her speed figure eventually ended up getting to a high point as well. Everything else was pretty low to mid-tier. Roko, being that he is her brother, he pretty much has the same stats. His power and braking will hit above 70. His speed will be maybe the low to mid-60s, and his stamina is going to probably be no higher than 45. So, stamina is going to be an issue with him. But interesting. All right, now he is a dirt horse again. But only race available for us to run him in will be these 6 furlongs on the turf. Now, you can retire him already. Wow. And regiment, I'm kind of annoyed that the guts training did nothing. But I'm going to do it just to see what happens. I'll do a couple months of guts training. His stamina is so low. I'm realizing maybe stamina's not worth it if it's at such a low figure. You know what I mean? Because his stamina is like really low. So it's probably no real point to even train stamina for him. Like if his stamina was at a higher figure, then it can make a difference. But I mean, it being at 40, like I said, the best it'll improve to is maybe like a 45. It's probably not even really worth training him in stamina. But nonetheless, Roko, he's here. He's ready to make his debut. He will be doing that for us in this episode. Now, since we can't do anything else for 3-year-old Colt yet, I think I'm going to retire Indian Tiger after this race we're about to do. And then we'll look for a new horse. Whether it'll be a Colt or a filly, I don't know. I'd like to look for a double S filly. Crimson Art, let's see what's available for him. The next race he can do is not until September. So we can give him quite a layoff, or we can stack some open wins for him. And maybe that's what I'll do. The next race on Path for Dirt Horse of the Year won't take place until September. So at least now, it's kind of like the summer break as far as that's concerned. He could run in the Caesars Cup. Oh, the Caesars Cup actually is on here. My screenshot makes it look like it's not. All right, say less. We'll run him in the Caesars Cup here in a couple of weeks. And then after the Caesars Cup, then there's about a 3-month layoff of like no racing for Dirt Horse of the Year. So we can try to stack some wins with some open races at that point. So good episode ahead of us here. I meant to go look at the pasture. Sorry, we'll do that next. But now we have room for more brood mares, more sires, which means we can retire Indian Tiger and not have to worry about replacing Only Ocean. But I kind of want to replace Only Ocean. Or at least, we'll probably get rid of him eventually. The thing is, I don't have to replace him. I have the space to just retire Indian Tiger into the 3rd slot. And then eventually, I can just release Only Ocean when I'm done. He's the long shot here today in the Spring Mile. We're expected to finish last. I might do a wager here. I mean, it's a really tough field, though. There's like 6 horses that can all win this. But Blues Breeze is here. Warm Star and Simple Moon. Lemon Salin as well. Actually, this is too tough. I don't want to bet on this race. The only bet I would even do is maybe... Actually, you know what? I'm going to bet on Blues Breeze and Warm Star. I'm not going to do a trifecta. What we're going to do here for betting, We're going to do our typical win and show. I'm going to do a win for Warm Star, which is the 5 horse. Yeah, 5. So I'll bet Warm Star to win. I'll bet him the show. And then I'll do the same thing for Blues Breeze. In fact, I could have just put that all on one slip. I don't know why I didn't, but here I am. So we're going to do this. And obviously, betting helps us out a lot. When it comes to upgrading facilities, we need gold for that. And that's what you can achieve in this game from betting. Now we're going to do a show, 5 and 6 show. Oh, you can only do one bracket per show? That's annoying. Thought you could just put multiple horses on a ticket like you can in real life. But no, you just have to do it one at a time. Okay. So 5 and 6 show. And then we'll do a... I'm going to do an exacta box. 5 and 6. All right, those are our betting slips today. Indian Tiger is the long shot. I mean, it's a grade 1, and I don't think he's... Even though he's won a grade 1, I don't think he's a grade 1 horse. I just think we ran him the best we could, and we knew where to keep him on track. And like I said, what's important for him is getting his spurt started early and making sure that he's already at full speed before the other horses get a chance to get to full speed on the stretch. Because he's not a horse that comes back. Once he's dropping spots, he's dropping spots. So what we're going to have to do here in the Spring Mile Cup, Kramer's King with the record. I still have never owned that horse in this game. It's frustrating me. That's one of my favorite horses in all of the Gallop Racer titles. But basically with Indian Tiger, we're going to have to make sure we get him started early on the spurt and make sure he's ahead of everybody when we get to the stretch. That's going to be really essential for him to win and to have success. It's going to be really crucial for us to make sure we are ahead. Because if we're not, we're going to struggle. We're already the long shot in this field. He's completely outclassed, and this will be the last time I put him in a race like this year. Like I said, I'm only doing this because he won a grade 1. I figured, what do we have to lose? Like, I had no expectations with this horse. He won a grade 1, so I don't think there's anything to really worry about if I go ahead and just put him in a race like this. Now he's going to run out of stamina. He is the long shot. The 12 is just going to go right by us. So, like I said, I'm going to keep him away from grade 1s for now. He just doesn't have the stamina, I think, to run with the rest of this field. But we're not going to finish in last, and that's still a testament, considering he was supposed to finish in last. He still beats a couple of horses. Oh, man. Indian Tiger. What an interesting horse that's really been fun for us to work with. Are we supposed to finish second to last? I thought we were actually the long shot. We get a double S for the stretch. No innings. See, I didn't feel confident betting in that race because it was too wide open. There wasn't any horse that was like, okay, that horse is definitely winning. When you see Sedate Ruler on a race card, you know he's probably winning. When you see Tender Value, you know that horse is going to win. You see Aunt B, you know she's going to win. That last race, there wasn't a clear winner. But it's fine. We lost a little bit of money. We'll eventually get it back. Let's go ahead and look at the updated Pastures. Oh, we got a whole bunch of buildings. So like I said, technically speaking, when I retire Indian Tiger, like now, I can just put him in one of these slots. Granted, I would still like to see if I can get another win with him, because that wasn't a good test. That was not a good test for him at all. So I'm going to try one more race with him. And he moves up to D rank. Wow. He was E before that, wasn't he? So, like, racing him in that grade 1. I wonder if that helps. I'm still not 100% certain on what helps your horse's rankings improve. Because I swear we were just E not too long ago. His speed finally hit 60. I just wonder if racing them against tougher competition does that. Because now I'm really curious. Now I just want to kind of put him in grade 1s to see if that'll help him improve his ranking. Can race him in the Tokyo Derby. I think I'm going to save that for Crimson Art. Even though it's not on the path for Dirt Horse of the Year. But I think Crimson Art can actually run in that race. And there's no other G1s for Indian Tiger, unfortunately. So I guess what I'll do, I'll try him in this 9 furlong open. And it's on dirt. Even though Indian Tiger, he has a good dirt rating. He could run in that race, but I don't think it'll be worth it. I'm going to run him in an open and see if we can win that. See if we can win that open. And then we'll kind of go from there. Because he was definitely E-ranked. He must have just moved up to D not too long ago. And we haven't even won any races. His last, I mean, let's just go ahead and look at his stats. His last 4 races, his best finish has been 5th. But you see, we've just been running him in Group 3s, a Group 2, and a Group 1. And he is doing better than his odds. So maybe in this game, to improve your horse's ranking, you do have to run them in the higher group races, the Group 2s, Group 1s. And as long as they're doing better than their odds say, maybe that helps their overall ranking and improve. Because that means he's running against tougher competition. I'm just kind of figuring things out. This game, again, is not exactly like the others. So this is a lot of trial and error and just kind of figuring things out as we go. But yeah, Indian Tiger, like I said, we're going to give him a chance again. Run him in an open, which he's not up yet. But once we do, we'll see if, you know, running him in Group 1s for the rest of the year will improve his ranking. Like, I wonder if that'll help him move up to being a C-ranked horse. I'm not sure. Anyways, Crimson Art, he's up today in the Caesars Cup. This does count for Dirt Horse of the Year. And we have a chance. Bionic Club is in this field, though. That's going to be a tough horse to beat, as always. And because Bionic Club is in this field, I'm feeling like I want to do a wager. Urban Carroll's also in this field. And I think they were a part of that trifecta that I hit. So, again, this is a race that's pretty wide open, though. There's a lot of other horses that could also win. I would do Bionic Club and Urban Carroll for sure. I'm going to do those horses, and we're going to start off with an exacta box here. So I'm going to do a 10-11 exacta box to bet on those two. And then I'll do the 10 to show and win, the 11 to show and win, the same deal. We'll do a show here for the 10. Because either one of those horses could win this race. And I think one of them will. It's not like the last race I bet on where that was too wide open. Bionic Club and Urban Carroll should be the top 2 finishers when all is said and done. If we're not in that conversation with Crimson Art. But Bionic Club should win this race. I mean, he's a great horse. He's one of the greatest dirt horses in this game that you can get. He should win here today, but of course we're going to try to go for a win because we still have something we're trying to achieve. But on the off chance that we don't win, hopefully with Crimson Art, we will go ahead and collect that money with our wagers. So that's obviously what I'm aiming for today, and we'll see if that happens or not.
It's a beautiful night for racing.
Okay, here we go. Caesars Cup with Crimson Art, and we are off under the lights here in Tokyo. Good start here for Crimson. He gets out really well. That's going to be awesome to have for like a foal. For our foals, I guess I should say. With the ability to get out that well from the gate. That'll be really nice. So breeding Crimson Art with follow her lead is going to be awesome. Because remember, she had really strong power and breaking ratings. Her ratings got up into the low 80s. So breeding her with Crimson Art with similar good figures, we should get horses that are really good at running on a lot of different tricky courses. And most importantly, just breaking out of the gate really quickly. They're going to be front runners anyway. So it'll be nice to have some really powerful front runners that I shouldn't have to really struggle with getting to the front. So we're looking good here with Crimson, and I think the key to winning this race here today is going to be to make sure we get a jump on the rest of the field. I think that's what's going to be most important. Now I'm going to try to dip down to the rail here. I'm going to get him moving up just a little bit, try to carry this momentum. Round turn 4, the 7 is coming. I'm going to make sure I keep Crimson ahead. Keep him ahead. Keep Crimson ahead. Let's see what he can do. We're also going to go for the win for ourselves. Crimson, he's still doing it. A furlong and a half left to go. I'm not even on the whip with him. Crimson Art may get this win. Now we're going to go on the whip. Crimson Art. I bet on those other horses because I can't complain. I should have bet on myself. Crimson Art wins the G1 Caesars Cup. Let's go. He finally gets his first Grade 1 win, and that's 2 wins on the year for Dirt Horse of the Year. Crimson Art is on a good path right now. Let's go. Let's go, man. Crimson Art. He gets it done here under the lights in Tokyo. What a horse. What a horse. That's an awesome screenshot right there. That's an awesome picture. That's an awesome photo. That's wallpaper quality right there with the lights in the background. Crimson Art gets it done. We were supposed to finish 7th. We get the win. I don't care about any of our wagers not following through because we won. We won, which is the most important thing. Bionic Club finishes 5th and Urban Carol finishes 8th. So the favorite and the co-favorite were nowhere near the action. And that's fine with me because, again, we end up getting a win ourselves on Crimson Art. He gets his first win. He continues to build a solid breeding portfolio here. Or breeding record, I should say. Record for breeding. We needed that win so bad, man. We needed that with Crimson. And now he's got 2 on the year. Fantastic stuff. His speed figure is about to hit 70. His power and braking, his power and braking actually aren't that good. His response is really nice, 84, and maybe that's what I'm really noticing with him. And his guts are pretty solid in the stretch. It might be the response. Still, his braking is 56. It's not terrible. I thought his power was higher. Apparently, it's not. But yeah, that response. He is very responsive. And finally, he gets a win. He's over 20,000 in earnings. He has officially become our best horse that we will be able to retire for breeding. 17 lifetime starts, 4 wins, 2 places, 2 shows. Just won a Grade 1. So Crimson Art looking good, and that's 2 back-to-back wins. He won the Grade 2 America on the dirt, and he just won the Grade 1 Caesars Cup. So Crimson Art, he's got 2 wins to his name for Dirt Horse of the Year. Let's go ahead and check that path again. So we go to the info office. Crimson Art, technically right now, should be number 1 for Dirt Horse of the Year so far. Because there's no other duplicate winners. Crimson Art, back-to-back victories. Look at those plaques. Back-to-back victories for Crimson Art. That means we should be leading for Dirt Horse of the Year. He's got to finish out strong. And if he can, we can get him a Dirt Horse of the Year and maybe even Horse of the Year. That's the thing. The Dirt Path, I think, is the easiest way to get a Horse of the Year title. Crimson Art could be on path for that. So even though I wanted those other double S horses a couple episodes ago, I recognize Crimson Art. I've worked with this horse before on other games, so he's finally kicking in. He's finally kicking in to where he should be. So let's see what we'll get him lined up for next time around, because the next dirt race for Dirt Horse of the Year isn't until September. He'll be ready to go in a couple of weeks. We might just go ahead and drop him in class in an open, just try to get an easy win there, and see if we can keep him in shape until his next big race, which will be a Grade 3, going 8.5 furlongs on the dirt. I'm really excited for that win, if you can't tell. Now let's look. Here's the first year has classifications. We're only considered 4-year-old dirt. And Crimson Art, we're third. We're behind Bionic Club and Courtly Duo. That's frustrating, man. I mean, I thought having more wins would be important, but I guess it's not. I guess it depends on the races that you win. Whether it's a Group 3, or Group 2, or a Group 1. And I guess the prize and the earnings may be in that race. But right now, it appears that, Bionic Club and Courtly Duo are ahead of us. It's pretty close, though. It's pretty close. But those horses are ahead of us. So we're on the right path. That's the main thing. We're on the right path with Crimson. I thought we were going to be ahead just because we've won more races, but apparently it's still obviously the quality of the races that you win. What's important is we're third right now for Dirt Horse of the Year for Crimson. So we still got our work cut out for us. Indian Tiger, he's up here today. Better odds. Much better odds. So maybe Indian Tiger can still do well if we just keep him in opens. Maybe graded races are out of the question for him. But if I want to continue to build a solid breeding profile for him, breeding portfolio, to help his eval and classification when it comes time to retire him, I might have to stick to racing him in opens. Because, again, finishing in the top 3 is going to help for breeding.
The horses are in the gate.
Perfect start.
And they're off.
That's exactly what we need. Get him to the front.
Start.
So getting Indian Tiger to the front. He gets there easily. We should be able to move over. And we're good. Still trying to move him over. Pretty tough course we're running on here today. 5 is trying to challenge us, and it is. But I think we're keeping Crimson ahead by a nose. Yeah, pretty tough course here. That was a really tough turn to navigate. I was trying to get him to the inside, and it took a while for me to do that. And I would like to try to poke ahead in front of this 5 horse, if I can. Exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tuck to the rail here.
The race is won.
And again, with Indian Tiger, what's important is getting him started before the rest of the field gets going. Got to make sure we keep that momentum. Now, the 6 is coming. Keep Indian Tiger ahead. Keep him ahead.
2 furlongs to go.
Still ahead. Still ahead. Furlong and a half left to go. We save on the trip. The 6 is still behind us. Furlong left to go. Indian Tiger might be able to blow this race out of the water. And he's going to. Easy win here on the turf. Last, or essentially first to first. First to first for Indian Tiger. Easy trip. And like I said, he does so much better when you keep him out in front. He has to stay out in front. If he does that, he's able to maintain his speed enough to get the win. Like I said, what's great about this horse is I had no expectations, and he is doing so much better than I would have expected. We were supposed to finish 5th. We finished 1st. Good win for Indian Tiger. He continues to look good. And, wow, this game has really been fun, man. It really has. Outside of any of the shortcomings and the annoying things, this game has really been enjoyable to play. Because it's more challenging than 2004. So I feel like I'm playing a harder Gallop racer. And it's much more rewarding when you have results like that. And like I said, you look at his stats, he's just very average. Now, if you were to breed him with a really good brood mare, you could get a really strong foal. You could get a strong foal with good traits everywhere. If we were to breed him with a really solid brood mare, we could definitely get a strong foal that should be balanced. A brood mare with similar stats, if not better, with a good racing record herself, could help. So again, that's his 2nd win. And like I said, he's building a decent profile here for breeding. And I'm going to continue to race him until I feel like he's kind of, gone out. Now, I'm sticking away from Group 3s. Again, I just want to stick him to opens. I want to see if we can stack a couple of open wins with him and see if that helps his ranking go up. He's D-ranked now. So, we'll see. Crimson Art is up again. I don't think this race counts. I think this is an open for Crimson Art. I think that's how I was going to drop him. In class. And we are the 3rd favorite. Not even the heavy favorite. BioAxe is the favorite here today. Irish Chief. Those are still good horses, though. I do like in this game that even if you drop your horse to like an open race, you can still compete against other really good horses that probably should also be like in a different race. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really nice to know that just dropping your horse in class doesn't automatically guarantee a win. It definitely means lesser competition, but it's not to say that you still won't have some really good horses just you have to run against. And the fact that Crimson Art, just off of a grade 2 and a grade 1 back-to-back win, that he's not the favorite in an open, I mean, that should tell you something. It's still a couple of competitive horses in today's field. So I'm just glad to know that that's still a thing. Like I said, this game is much more challenging, man. It really is. I can't express that enough. Now, I'm not saying that anybody else playing it will be worse than me or as bad as me if you think I'm bad. I'm just saying it's a lot harder to play this game than it is 2004 or any of the other Gallop Racer games. Like the mechanics are not as smooth again. So you really do have to be extremely attentive to what you're doing. When you're whipping, when you're increasing your horse's speed or decreasing the speed, every function of that is really, really finicky in this game. And if you don't get it right, it can mess you up. So that's what I've learned. We have plenty of stamina left to go here for Crimson Art. And I'm going to get him going right now. Whipped him too much. We should be able to win this. He's got plenty of stamina left to go. He's going to get past the 1 horse. The 10 is coming. The 4 is coming as well. 4 is still coming. 4 is coming strong, but that's going to be an easy win for Crimson Art. Going to win by a couple of lengths. That's what we need. Let's keep just building the good stats, building the top 3 performances. That's what we need. And I feel dialed in with Crimson Art. I really do. I feel really dialed in with this horse right now. So another good win here for Crimson. Let's go. Let's keep it going. We are the 3rd favorite. We finished first. Bile Axe. That was the 4 horse that was rolling. We get it done again with Crimson Art. That's what we need. Exactly what we need, man. And again, he'll be ready for his next test, which will be a grade 3 on the dirt in September. And that will count for Horse of the Year. But another win for Crimson Art. Finally. This horse is really getting into his rhythm. His speed is now 70, so he has 3 figures in the yellow, 3 traits in the yellow. And again, he has a sustained growth type. That means he's not going to have a massive drop-off. So Crimson Art could be a horse that we can race for a long time, and we should be able to have good results. It's 3 back-to-back wins in a row for the boy Crimson Art. He's doing fantastic. Now we're going to look for another open race. There's no grade 1s he can run in this month. Nothing else worthwhile, so we'll put him in another open. We'll be carrying a handicap in this race. So don't want to do that. Grade 3 in September. Oh, this is the race that we have to do anyway, so that's fine. So Crimson Art's next test will be another Dirt Horse of the Year race. But most importantly, guys, we have a new 2-year-old making his debut. It's Rocco. Rocco from Elite. Making his debut. Can he break his maiden here today? I don't know. He looks good here in the paddock. Let's just look at him. Just gave him the yellow bandages there. No shadow roll, no mask. Long shot here today in his debut. Pretty sure he's a dirt horse anyway, so who cares? It's fine. Let's just see how he looks. And yeah, he wants to be at the front. I'm familiar with that. So he's kind of like Follow Her Lead, basically. He's really similar to Follow Her Lead. Just not as great of stats. Or Away She Goes, I mean. I think he's similar to Away She Goes. Not a great start. His meter is really bad for that, so that's going to be tricky. But he's getting to the front quite well. Yeah, he got to the front quite well, actually. For him to have a bad start, he gets to the front pretty well, so that's good to know. Now, I don't know when to go with his spurt. His stamina's okay right now. I'm trying to go, and again, he'll race much better on dirt. He is not a turf horse. He's got plenty of stamina in the tank, though, but I think I should have gotten him started sooner, because he's got so much stamina left, and we're going to fall really far behind. My goodness, the rest of the field just completely went by us. But yeah, that's fine. I like that he gets to the front quick. And like I said, he's a dirt horse, I'm pretty sure. Turf is not his thing. But I wanted to see how he ran for his first time out. Yeah, stretch was D. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to start him a lot earlier. Got him started way too late. Maybe with a better stretch run, he could do better. But again, he's a dirt horse, so should try to stick him to that. So that's nothing to worry about. That's the only thing about racing 2-year-olds in this game. If they're a dirt horse, they really can't have a dirt race until like the end of the year, which is annoying. There's like no dirt races for them early on. Like this is all turf. And again, his turf is okay. His dirt rating is great. So we may have to give him quite the layoff until we race him again. I don't want to wait that long, to be honest. I'm going to put him in another turf race. Only difference is I'm going to make sure I get my spurt started with him a lot sooner. And I just want to see if that helps his overall finishing spot. So Indian Tiger, he'll be up again in another open race, I believe. Like I said, the goal is to stack some open wins with him. I don't think I should put him in any more graded races. He has a G1 win. That's important. I want to see if we can continue to build wins with him in opens. Not good odds here today, though. I'm going 9 furlongs. And I also forgot as well, he doesn't like counterclockwise tracks, but I'm not Indian Tiger, I mean Rocco, the horse we just raced on. He doesn't like counterclockwise tracks. What we just did was clockwise, though, so we're fine. Now this is a counterclockwise track. So this would be a track that our other gray Rocco that we just raced on, he wouldn't like this type of track. But this is, we could do well here with Indian Tiger here today. But yeah, I'll put him in a couple more opens, maybe another one after this to see if we can win it. And again, with Indian Tiger, you know, you really do have to keep him out front. You have to get him going before the rest of the other horses get going in the stretch. Because like I said, he's very good at maintaining his speed once he's ahead. If he stays in front, you know, gate the wire basically is his running style. And if we can do that with him, he has a much better chance of winning. So I have to be much more conscious of making sure that I don't allow these other horses to start to get ahead of him when they're starting their spurts. I got to make sure the Indian Tiger is ahead in the last turn. And if I can guarantee that, then it seems like he has a better chance of winning. See another good runoff here, but the field is coming. Furlong and a half left to go. The 10 is still pushing us. The 10 is not going away, but Indian Tiger could still finish in the top 3, which is what we need. And I think he's going to get it done. Yep, second place. We were supposed to be nowhere near the front. And this is what I mean. With this horse, since he likes to lead, he basically wants to go gate to wire. That gives him the best chance of winning. Keeping him in front the whole race. He has to stay first. That gives him the best chance. You can see we were supposed to finish 12th. We finished 2nd. Yeah, Indian Tiger. A horse with no expectations is really, really showing out to be much better than I initially thought. Like, much better. Much better, man. And like I said, he's building a good profile for breeding. That's what's most important. Have you guys ever had the Golden Bear light lemonades? It's actually just lemonade. It's basically the Arizona brand lemonade in a can. I love it. It's a nice strawberry lemonade. Really tasty. Rocco, again, the long shot. He's not a turf horse, man. He's not. But, again, I'm going to do better at trying to get him going sooner. I got him going way too late in his first race. So let's try to get him going sooner into turns 3 and 4. And see if that'll help. I basically need to run him the way I run Indian Tiger. Keep the horse in front. I mean, I'm noticing now just how important that is for front runners. They have to stay in the front. They have to stay leading. They have to stay in the front. Anything else will not help them. Excuse me. They have to stay leading. Now his response is a little bit slower. Like, it takes him a minute to really respond to what I'm trying to tell him to do. So that's something to be a little bit concerned about. Now again, we're going to get him going earlier. Get him going sooner. Got to whip now because, again, it takes him a while to really get rocking and rolling. Let's see his guts. And again, he drops down the order so much. It's like he looks good and then he just completely drops. But to be honest, I think he'll be really good on the dirt. He's not a turf horse. I think he'll be really good on the dirt. I really do. I think he'll be solid on the dirt. I can feel it with him. He's a little bit slower to respond, but he runs very similarly to Indian Tiger. So I feel like I can be in rhythm with him. We just can't do it on turf. And the stretch was still an S. So these are races that I think we're winning if we're racing on the dirt. So we'll now be patient. We'll wait to race him in the dirt, on the dirt, I should say. And really see what he's capable of. So now he moved back to E. So the ranking can change in this game. That's very interesting. So it seemed like when we were racing him in higher races and higher grouped races, his ranking improved. And when we drop him back to just opens, now his ranking is back down to an E. That's very interesting for Indian Tiger. And because of that, do I try him in another open to see if we can get him another win? Maybe I do. I'll try one more open with him, see if we can get a win. If not, his last race will be a group race. Or maybe the last couple of races of the year for him will be group races, graded races, essentially. It's because we just watched that happen in real time. He initially started out as an E-ranked horse, then he dropped to a D after we were running him in Group 3s, Group 2s, and Group 1s. And then he drops back to an E rank after I've put him in the last couple of open races. So clearly, the type of race you enter your horses in as far as the competition is concerned, it definitely helps the ranking drop up or down. Unfortunately with Roku, because I don't want him to be anxious on this dirt race, I don't want him to be anxious. I'm going to race him again just to make sure that he won't be anxious on that day. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be anxious on his first dirt race. I want him to be in the blue, not in the yellow. So I'm going to race him on turf one more time, and then he'll be fine for the dirt. So Indian Tiger, he's up again. If he doesn't win today, like I said, I'll try to put him in maybe 2 more Group 2 or Group 1 races, whatever is available for him, and just see if we can try to improve his ranking back to maybe a D. A long shot here today. This is a race he should have better odds, and he's not. He is expected to finish last. In the field of 12, Indian Tiger is expected to finish 12th. You know what? I'm feeling confident, though. I'm going to go ahead and bet on myself. I'm just going to do like a win bet. Actually, I'll do a show bet. I'll be a little bit more conservative. What number are we? Number 11. Despite our odds being so bad, I'm going to take a gamble on us for a show. And I'll do a win. Why not? The win will pay much better than the show, that's for sure. But yeah. Because like I said, I feel in good rhythm with this horse. I have to keep him in front. If I can keep him in front, he has a chance. That's what I've learned. And he gets a perfect start, so that's exactly what we need. Okay, let's get him to the front. Get him to the front. The rest of the field is going to challenge us. Keep Indian Tiger to the front. The 5 is trying to challenge. But I think we're in front, and we are. Still in front. Still in front. And we are. All right. This is going to be a little bit difficult. We're going uphill. Like I said, his stats are all balanced. He doesn't really have like a bad quality. If anything, I just would prefer for him to have more stamina. His speed is fine. Like I said, when he's ahead of a horse and if he's able to stay ahead, he's able to maintain his speed. And that's a good thing to have in a racehorse in this game, especially as a front runner. So again, our main focus is to make sure we keep him ahead of these other horses. He has plenty of stamina still left in the tank. We were really able to kind of set the pace how we wanted. Now this 5 horse is trying to challenge us. And we get a revolution with Indian Tiger. Let's see if we can catch that 5 horse, man. We have plenty of stamina. That horse has got a tank. That horse has got a tank. Indian Tiger is going to clap back. And he does it. He's going past the 5. Indian Tiger. Another win. Another win for Indian Tiger. Let's go. We were the long shot. What'd I tell you? I felt confident. I'm like, I feel confident with this horse. I'm in a rhythm with him, clearly. Another win for Indian Tiger. Let's go. And we were the long shot. I mean, that's a win to celebrate. That is a win to celebrate. We were expected to finish last in that field of 12. Indian Tiger continues to defy the odds. And that's going to be a good payoff for us as well. Beat the favorite Irish Chief by a couple of lengths. And we win 30,000 G's. Lovely for hitting our win and show bet. I told you I felt it, man. I really feel confident with this horse. I figured it out with him. Keep him in the front at all times. Keep him in first, and he stays in first. Pretty much seems to be the deal with him. Another great win. He'll probably still be ranked E, and he is. But now that I know this, I want to try him maybe in a higher race. A higher group race. So let's give him a test. Whatever's available. We can run him in the Osaka Derby. I could say that for Crimson Art, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Could run him in a grade 3, though. He could... well, then again, he's not a dirt horse, though. But we just won on the dirt, right? Did we just win on the dirt with him? Yeah, we just won on the dirt. That's amazing. He really can win on the turf or the dirt. That's crazy. Now I'm torn. I don't know if I want to do another turf race or put him in that grade 1 Osaka Derby. I kind of want to run him in this grade 1 on the dirt. I mean, like I said, he's doing so much better. His stats are so average, but he really is doing much better. 14 lifetime starts, 3 wins, 1 G1. And he's still an E-ranked horse. Like, I mean, it's even more bittersweet because, again, I had no expectations with Indian Tiger. I literally said that before we raced with him for the first time. I'm like, I have 0 expectations for this horse. Whatever he does, I will be okay with. And, of course, he is super exceeding any expectations I could have had for him. But it's back to Crimson Art. It's a G3. This does count for Dirt Horse of the Year. And we're the 3rd favorite. So this is easily a race we can win with Crimson. If we get him out in front, we have a chance to win. Naked Chariot. That was a horse I had in a Gallop race 2004. Back in like year 10 or something. Anyways, with Crimson Art, let's go for the win. Not going to do any betting. But if we win this, this should help us. And it'll be our 3rd win for Dirt Horse of the Year. And that also means that Crimson Art would have won a race in each group. A grade 2, a grade 1, and a grade 3. All on the dirt. So he has a chance here today. He's running a little bit hot right now. I need him to get behind at least a couple of horses. Okay, that's it. That's it. Just a couple. Just a couple. Don't lose too many spots. Don't lose too many spots, man. Alright. So just trying to get him in a good rhythm here. I think we are. Like I said, what's going to be important in this race here today to get this win is making sure that we get Crimson Art ahead of these horses before we get to turn 4. We do that, we can win. We can definitely win. So I'm going to get him moving up just a little bit right now. Now, get him moving. Get him moving. We have plenty left in the tank here. I don't have to put him under the whip yet. Don't have to put him under the whip yet. I still don't. I still don't. Crimson Art is in cruise control. Now we're going to pour it on. It's going to be a very, very easy grade 3 win for Crimson Art. And that's his 3rd win on track for Dirt Horse of the Year. Woo! Let's go. Great, great win for Crimson. Again. And that's his 4th back-to-back first-place victory. 4 wins in a row for this horse. He's on a roll, man. He's on a roll. He is on a roll. Crimson Art continues to stay winning. And again, that counts for Dirt Horse of the Year. I'll be darned if they're still saying that Bionic Club and Courtly Duo are ahead of Crimson Art. Like, he's in great form right now. There's no reason why those horses should be better than him as far as their rankings. And look at that. 2 more stats are now in the yellow. 2 more traits. He started off with only 2 traits in the yellow. That was his response and his health. Now he has 5. And again, sustained growth type people, he is going to be good for the rest of his racing career pretty much. He's not going to have a major drop-off. 71 speed, 63 stamina, 71 feel, 71 guts. We're figuring it out with this horse, man. We're figuring it out. Finally, 6 wins, 1 G1, 31,000 in earnings. Crimson Art building a really great portfolio, man. Now, next for him will be a race at the end of the month. It'll be the Sirius, which is just a furlong shorter than his preferred distance. Or we can wait for the Osaka Mile in October. And that'll be perfect. That's another grade 1 test for him. And that'll be perfect for Crimson Art. Let's look at the map here. By the he has 3 wins for Dirt Horse right now. I don't want to look at records. I don't think that's what I want to look at. Schedule just shows you what the races are. That's not what I'm looking at. Ratings. I don't know what this is for. Oh, yeah. This is 4-year-old dirt horses. Sedate Ruler is at the top, just in general. And Crimson Art, we were 121 with Crimson Art. He's not on this. He's not on this list. Courtly Duo is up here. Bonnet Club is still up here. Like, I don't know how those horses continue to be so much higher than what we're doing with Crimson Art. It's really annoying. Because, like, according to these ratings, Crimson Art is not up there, and he really should be. I know we need to win more grade 1s, but come on, man. And we're leading with average. So we can get that jockey title. We haven't gotten a jockey title in this game at all. This could be the year we do it for win average. And leading, we're 9th overall. So main path, if you look at dirt again, Crimson Art has the last 3 races. He won the G2 America JC. He won the G1 Caesars Cup, and he just won the G3 Elm Stakes. Crimson Art should be considered Dirt Horse of the Year right now, just based off of these races, which is what counts for getting Dirt Horse of the Year. Basically. He should be ahead. He's won the important races. He's won at every level. I know how good those other horses are. I know how good Courtly Duo and Bionic Club and Sedate Ruler are, but I mean, none of their races have popped up on that board. I just don't think they're more deserving than my Crimson Art. Our Crimson Art. I don't think they are. I know how great they are, but I think Crimson is in great form right now. He's won 4 races back-to-back. At every level. But we're going to Indian Tiger here in the Osaka Derby. He's not the long shot. And again, because I feel so confident with this horse, if I run him the way I can run him, we can win this today. It's going to be muddy conditions here on the dirt in Osaka. But Indian Tiger, man, he's in good form. We're in good rhythm with him. I feel like we can win this race if we keep him in front. Gate to wire is his racing style. You keep him gate to wire, he has a chance.
It's a beautiful day for racing.
He has a chance if we keep him in front gate to wire. So we got to do that.
We're on the track.
Here we go. Let's see what he can do, man. I feel like I'm in a good rhythm with Indian Lark. Or excuse me, Indian Tiger right now. Sorry. There is a horse named Indian Lark in this game as well. Perfect start. That's fantastic. Let's go. Racing in very muddy conditions here. Let's see how tough Indian Tiger is, man. Get him to the front. Get him to the front. Get ahead of that 2. 6 is still going to try to challenge you. That's fine. Just kind of settle in here. Okay. Very good. Indian Tiger settled in early. 6 is going to try to get back at us on the outside. We have to stay in front. I cannot afford to lose the lead. I feel good, though. I feel good, man. I'm telling you, Indian Tiger, he's a very easy horse to work with. And again, his main thing is just staying in front. He basically wants to go gate to wire. He wants to come out of the gate. He wants to be first in the first. He wants to be first within a couple hundred yards of the start of the race. And then he wants to be leading all the way till the wire. So this is a horse that you really do have to keep out in front. And I feel like when we do that, we have great results, clearly. Now our stamina is going to come into play here. We're running a little bit of a longer distance, obviously. So we have a lot more of our work cut out for us. But let's see.
furlongs to go.
Let's see here with Indian Tiger. The 6 is still coming. The 6 is coming. Oh, no. The 6 is coming. Furlong left to go. He's dropping down the order. I think that's behind the club that just passed us. He can still finish 3rd. Maybe. Nope, it's going to be 4th. That's still a great effort, man. We weren't supposed to finish 4th. I tried as hard as I could. Bionic Club, we were not, or that was Crimson World that actually won. Wow. Thought Bionic Club was in that field. Was he not? No, it wasn't even in that race. I'm just so paranoid about Bionic Club because of Crimson Art. We were supposed to finish 10th. We finished 4th. That's still a good result there for Indian Tiger, man. Still a solid result. Top 3 would have been better. But putting him in those races, it does help his rank. He's still E as of now, but kind of want to run him in another grade 1, maybe a grade 2. When we get the chance, whatever is available. See if there's another grade 1 up. No, nothing anytime soon. There is a couple in November. Prefer to race him before then, though. You run him in the King Cup Autumn. And again, he's flexible. Now he's a turf horse over being a dirt horse. So we can run him in the King Cup Autumn. It's a longer distance, but turf is his preferred course setting. So we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again with Indian Tiger. Put him in another grade 1. Yeah, I mean, he's earning us money. It's really amazing. It just had no expectations really with that horse, and he's doing phenomenal, considering. So these will be our last couple of races here. Could make this a longer episode and just finish out the year. It's probably what I'll do. Rocco, he's up on the turf again. We're not the long shot for once. Wow. Because again, he's a dirt horse, but finally we're not the long shot on turf. Maybe we have a chance here today. Let's see. He looks good. He looks ready to go. Like I said, I feel confident with him. We just need to race him on the dirt. I think we'll definitely see much better success once we get him on dirt, which we will after this race. Okay, start. Got to push to the front. The good thing is today we're not the long shot. You know, that means we actually have a chance to like do well in this race and not finish in last. So keep him to the front. Let's see how much stamina he has left in the tank when we get to the final part of the race. He's keeping his stamina pretty good right now. We have a really nice inside trip here. Field still isn't coming yet. We're okay. We're still okay. Still okay. Here we go. Here we go. And the field is still coming. His stamina does drop pretty quick, though. His stamina drops really quick. Like, he has a really short burst of speed, and then his stamina just completely falls off. So I think we're going to end up finishing where we were supposed to finish anyways. I think. We beat 3 horses. 9th? I can't imagine we were supposed to finish better than 9th. Let's see. Oh, we're supposed to finish 8th. Okay, that's a little bit of a bummer. It's fine. He's a dirt horse. We can finally race him on dirt next time out. We're here at the Osaka Mile. This does not count for... Oh, no, this does count. This is another race for Dirt Horse of the Year. Bionic Club and Courtly Duo aren't here today, which is really strange. Those horses who are still ahead of us in the rankings, apparently, they're not here today. And we are the 3rd favorite again, which means this is a race we can win. Yeah, this is a race we can win. 3rd favorite here today. Ray Babe's in the field. Odd Trigger is going to be a tough horse to beat. Bioaxe. We've beaten that horse before. I'm not really worried about Bioaxe. I have to be careful if I don't run the race right with Crimson Art, but I'm not worried about Bioaxe. And I'm not even that concerned with Odd Trigger. Those are great horses. Don't get me wrong. They're great horses that can definitely win here today, but I'm not worried about them. If we can do what we need to do with Crimson Art like we've been doing, this is our race to win, for sure. He's won his last 4. He's won a Group 3, a Group 2, a Group 1, and an Open. Yeah, I'm surprised Bionic Club and Courtly Duo aren't here today. That was really strange. Really, really, really strange. But I'm not complaining because this is going to help us if we can get the win. I'm not complaining at all. If they didn't want to show up, that's fine with me. But the game better not still be putting them ahead of me. Because they're not doing better than Crimson Art. That is something that is just not happening. Now he's at the front. He shouldn't be. Just got to keep him just about right here. He's such a powerful horse, man. He really is. Such a powerful horse. Just kind of got to run him carefully. Now, I would like to... didn't want to bump that horse, but I don't like where I'm at right now. I really don't. I just wanted to get ahead of that horse. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, we're not going to go on the whip yet. He's still got plenty of stamina. Still has a lot of stamina. The 9 and the 8 are coming. Now we're going to go on the whip. Come on, Crimson. You got half a furlong left to go. Do not let this 9 catch you, man. Don't let it happen. We're still going to get it. Crimson Art still continues to do it. He continues to win. That's as close as it's going to get, man. My goodness. He continues to win. 5 back-to-back wins, and that's 2 grade 1s. I swear to you, if this game robs him of Dirt Horse of the Year, I'm going to be livid.
Wow, impressive.
I'm going to be livid. I swear to you I will. Because he is... There can't be a horse that's doing better than him on dirt right now. There isn't. I refuse to believe there's another horse doing better than him, man. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. Crimson Art, your Osaka Mile Cup champion. He's having a heck of a 4-year-old season. There can't be another horse doing better than him. I told you I wasn't worried about Bioaxe, though that horse was coming. But again, Crimson Art is better than Bioaxe. And Odd Trigger finished in last place. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I am not worried. I'm not worried. When I say I'm not worried, I mean it. I really do mean that when I say it. Another great win for the boy Crimson Art. I mean, seriously. He has to be the #1 dirt horse. There is not another horse doing better than him. The game is lying. Now, I'm going to keep checking this, but the game is lying. Main path. Look at what this says for dirt horse. This is all Crimson Art here, people. This is 4 of these. The Grade 2 America JC, Grade 1 Caesars Cup, Grade 3 Elm, and the Grade 1 Osaka Mile. That's all Crimson Art. And he still has more opportunities. Desert Dancer ends up getting a G3 win. But there's no other horse on this. No other horse that's won any of these races has won more than a single one of them. Crimson Art has achieved 4. I swear to you, there cannot be a better dirt horse than him right now. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe there's another dirt horse better than him. And again, he's still not even on this sheet. I don't know if this counts. This might just be 4-year-olds. This is 4-year-olds and dirt. It's probably combining multiple categories, but still for dirt, Crimson Art should be higher up here. I mean, we've won 4, man. He should be there. We were still 3rd at the half-year classification behind Courtly Duo and Bionic Club. He has now 6 stats in the yellow. His staying now goes to 70. I'm telling you, man, this is a great horse. If you can really get dialed in, Crimson Art's a great horse to grow with. 2 G2s. Let's go. Or 2 G1s, excuse me. Next test for him will be something in Osaka. I think the Classic, and he'll be ready for that. So let's make it 3 for 3 in grade 1s, and it'll be 5 wins on the main path for Dirt Horse of the Year. 5. So all I know is this game better not rob me and rob Crimson Art of that opportunity. And finally we can get Rocco in a dirt race here coming up soon. I figure I'm just going to finish this episode here today. We're really close. We're already in October, so we're already close. We'll just finish out this year, which has been a fantastic year for Crimson Art. Indian Tiger's up again. We are the long shot in today's King Cup Autumn. So, with Indian Tiger, I don't know when to retire him because I still feel like I can run well with him. I'm putting him in these grade 1s because I just want to see if we can improve his ranking. If I was racing him in opens, I know we would be winning a lot. So I'm still not certain what I want to do with Indian Tiger. I don't know if after this race I'll retire him or if I'll drop him back to opens. I have no idea. We are the long shot here today. The betting public, they are giving us no chance with Indian Tiger. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. So get ahead of that 3. It's got to be leading. It's all that matters. Got to be in the lead, man. And again, we're running him on turf. Well, turf actually is his better course. We've been running him on dirt. Kind of surprised he's actually the long shot here today. I think running him on turf, which is his preferred surface, he would be the favorite. I mean, not the favorite, but he would have better odds. And instead, he doesn't. Now, I don't know if the distance comes into play with that. He might not like the longer distances. Could definitely be a thing.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Again, got to keep him ahead. This could have been tricky. I don't know if we got this right.
2 furlongs to go.
Doesn't appear we got this one right. We are going to fall down the order. And we're falling quite dramatically. Just didn't have the stamina. I definitely think the longer races are not good for him. I think I got to keep him at maximum like 8 furlongs. Because he doesn't really do well at 10. I just feel like he needs shorter races and shorter distances. But we finished better than what we were supposed to, so that's still not terrible for a grade 1. Yeah. So his ranking probably isn't going to improve. I might try him in a grade 3 if I can find one for him. I can try him in this grade 3. It's 9 furlongs though. A lot of these are 9. I think he likes the shorter distances, but I'll try him. I'll drop him in class to a grade 3, a couple classes, and we'll go a little bit shorter of a distance, and I'll see if that works for him. Crimson Art, people, he's up again. Trying to make it 5 for 5 as far as winning these races for Dirt Horse of the Year. He's on a 5-race winning streak right now. This could be his 6th win in a row. And we are co-favorites here today with Movie Nuts. I've never heard of that horse. Looking at the rest of the field, no Courtly Duo, no Bionic Club, no Bio X. I'm not worried about anybody in this field. I've never even heard of the horse Movie Nuts, so I don't know what to expect from that horse. And there's no other horse I think that can compete with us here today. I think this is another win for Crimson Art. I think this will be his 3rd grade 1 win on the year. And the 5th win for Dirt Horse of the Year, most importantly. I'm a bet a conservative show bet. But I think we're going to win here today. Actually, I'm going to do a show and a win. I'm going to do a show and a win. Because Crimson Art is in great form right now. He's in great form. And again, there's no other horse to me that's better than us in this field. We're co-favorites, but Movie Nut, I know nothing about that horse. So I'm not just going to trust the game. Just saying, okay, they're also the favorite. I'm sure it's probably a good horse, clearly, to be the favorite here. Co-favorite with me, but I've never heard of that horse like the other horses we're used to hearing. So I feel like I don't have anything to really fear. We are co-favorites. Crimson Art looking for another win. I feel it, man. I feel we're going to get it done. Let's go to the gates.
And they're off.
I feel like we're going to get it done here. Let's get him to the front. Gets to the front quickly, as always. Now he's running a little bit faster than I would like, so I'm going to drop him quite a bit. Just settle him in. He's still leading. Don't want him to be leading. I need one horse to be ahead. I don't care who. Just get ahead by a nose. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. He can settle in right here perfectly. Yeah, this is our race to win here today, man. I don't believe there's a horse in this field that's better than us. And again, Courtly Duo and Buying a Club. Why are those fools still ahead of us in the ratings? They're not even running in these races.
5 furlongs to go.
And I don't think they're winning as much as Crimson Art is. I really don't. So, like, they shouldn't still be ahead of us in any category. They really shouldn't.
This is where the race is won.
Okay, I just wanted to get Crimson to the front here. Just gotta keep him in front. Stamina's gonna be a little bit tricky. We'll see. Furlong and a half left to go. The 13 is coming. I don't know who that is. Come on, Crims. The 13 is really reeling. That might be the horse Movie Nut. That horse is going to get us at the wire. Boo. So close, man. I definitely feel like I maybe worked him a little bit too much because we ran out of stamina. Ran out of stamina. I think that was Movie Nut, right? Yep. And we were considered the first favorite over Movie Nut. But we showed, so we at least get some winnings for that. Not much, though. We basically got back what we paid. Dang, man, that was so close. So close, but just not enough there for Crimson. I worked him a little bit too much. Burned a little bit more stamina. Movie Nut only got up there because that horse had a little bit more stamina than us at the end. It's literally the only reason why that happened, so... Crimson still has a chance. I think the last race of the year for him was going to be like the Tokyo Cup. Yep. Tokyo Cup. This will be it, man, for Crimson Art. It's kind of win or go home for Dirt Horse of the Year. All right. Close race. We still finished second. Could have won that one, but like I said, I worked him a little bit too much. Alright, so we're up with Indian Tiger. This might be his last race. I don't really think there's probably any point to racing beyond this. It's a grade 3. Not great odds. But yeah, this might be the last race for Indian Tiger. We'll retire him for breeding.
In the gate.
Like, I'm sure I could still continue to race him for a while, but I would like to kind of acquire a new horse. So I'm kind of... I've had a great time with Indian Tiger. Like I said, he's done so much better than what I expected him to do. So I can't even be mad or upset or anything. I think he has exceeded any expectations I would have had. Truthfully. But depending on how he does here today, I'll let that determine if we continue to race him. I suppose if we can keep winning, we should keep winning. But if we can't win here today, then... maybe it'll be a good note to retire him on. I could try another open with him. This is a group 3 after all. Maybe an open will be a little bit better. Now this horse, the 7 horse is trying to race me. And I don't want to race you right now. Okay. Get him moving now, because again, he's got to be ahead. He's got to be ahead here.
2 furlongs to go.
Good run off. Good run off here. Furlong left to go. We're still ahead, but the rest of the field is coming. And here they go, just right on past. Indian Tiger, he's still going to fight. He's still going to get 5th. Still going to get 5th, man. So, not bad. I still think I'll try him in one more open. Based off of that race, if it's not a win, we'll go ahead and send him out. But he's supposed to finish 11th. We finished 5th. Still bad. I mean, that's still not bad. Yeah, still not bad. So yeah, we'll find another open for Indian Tiger and we'll make that it. So 3 more races coming up for this video. Yep, we'll run them in an open. I'll try 8 furlongs. I still want to try a shorter distance. He can run on the turf. That's actually what he wants to do anyways. Alright, they're all, I think, the last week of December. Another solid year for us. Hopefully we'll get a jockey title. I think we might get the win average, which will be nice to finally achieve in this game. We're up here with Rocco, finally making his debut on dirt. Still not great odds, though. Still not great odds. So as a 2-year-old, he may not be in the best of shape, unfortunately.
The horses are in the gate.
I still feel comfortable with him. It's just like he has nothing left in the tank at the end of the race. You know, like his top speed drops really quickly. That's really all that's happening with him. So maybe if we can prevent his top speed from dropping so much in the stretch, he'll be okay. I mean, I don't know when I don't know when to get going with him necessarily. Maybe I have to wait later. He could have a late spurt. His spurt could be late like Central Marlin. I hope not. He could have a really late spurt. But I know I can't lose too many positions. You know?
2 furlongs to go.
Alright. We'll get him going. I know it's a little bit late. But... Oh, Revolution. Okay, his Revolution is late. 1.6. Let's see what he can do. Rocco trying to get his first win. Revolution is 1.6. I figured it was late. We are going crazy on the whip here just to get up. I think that's going to be 2nd place for sure, not 1st. 2nd place, though, it's a good result. So Revolution is 1.6 for Rocco. I figured it was late. So that's not terrible. I mean, yeah, it's 2nd place. We weren't supposed to be there at all. Not even close. Supposed to finish 12th. We finished 2nd. Double S on everything. So we ran that race as best as we could. So yeah, 1.6 furlongs is about where we need to kick in with Rocco. So, all right. Now we got that figured out with him. Hopefully we can start having some decent results with him come next year. Yeah, his power and braking, 73 and 75. I mean, that's solid, man. I don't think there's another dirt race for him. We can run him in the G1 Sunrise, or we can run him in the Jupiter and Long Beach. I want to do the shorter distance, so I'll run him in the Sunrise in Kyoto. I'm so happy we can do that with him. So, this is the last week of races here, people. Another 3 races. I thought we were already going to be done, but nope. 3 more. 2 G1s and then an open here for Indian Tiger. This should be Indian Tiger's last race of the year unless he wins. If he wins, I'll keep racing him even next year. Because, again, wins will help him. We have better odds here today. We're expected to finish in the money. So that means we can win this race. Perfect start. It's what you need. It's what you need with Indian Tiger. And again, we're going to go ahead and push the pace here. Push the pace. Push the pace. Get ahead of the 7. All right. Well, we were ahead of the 7. Now we're struggling to get ahead of the 7. Okay. Just have to keep his stamina managed. It's a little bit tricky right now. I think the jockey's trying to even keep the 7 kind of slowed. Yeah, the 7 is not enjoying that ride right now. It's been a little bit of a struggle to keep Indian Tiger ahead. He wants to get ahead, then he wants to get too much ahead. It's kind of hard to get him focused up. But I think I'm managing. I wanted to get him to the inside here. I gotta get him going now. Good runoff. Furlong and a half. Speed is going to start really dropping. Speed is dropping. He's got a half a furlong left to go. He's still fighting, but the field is coming. He is running out of stamina. And that's going to be 4th at the wire. Yep. Might just be time for Indian Tiger to bow out. But considering what we've been able to do with him, I think he's done very well for us. And I'm okay with sending him out on that note. He earned quite a bit. Rocco is up in the G1. Again, we're not the long shot with this horse. They're not giving him much of a chance here today, but we're not the long shot. So, I don't know. We know when to start his spurt. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to win here today. But he looks good as always, and we'll see what he can do. Because like I said, now that I know that for sure, I can run my race up more accordingly.
The horses are on the
Yeah, I can definitely run the race more accordingly, knowing his spurt starts at 1.6. Not a great start, but we'll have to manage. Just got to get him to the front. It's going to take some time. It's really taking some time. He's not max speed. It's kind of hard to get him up there. Still not at the front. I know, bad. I'm trying to get him to the front, man. It's a tough field. It's a really tough field. Okay. And his speed takes a while to get up to the front. That's the problem. I think we're finally there now. Yeah, that took a lot of work, man. That took a lot of work to really get him to the front. Took quite a bit of work. Still running good, still running good. We don't have to go yet. Now we can go. Revolution, no Rebo. No Rebo with Rocco, and just his speed starts to drop, man. He has plenty of stamina left in the tank. Plenty. And then he just starts falling away. I just don't think he has great closing speed, but he finishes 5th. He finishes in the money in his first grade 1. He just doesn't quite have the staying speed. I mean, if you kick into his Revolution, he definitely starts to catch up more. But he doesn't stay out in front well like Indian Tiger can. But anyways, guys, this is the big race. Because we have Bionic Club who's racing here today. Urban Carroll has decided to rejoin us. This is the Tokyo Cup. If Crimson Art wins this, he should get Dirt Horse of the Year. Irish Tempest is also in this field. Bionic Club is still going to be the horse to beat. No, Major Ripper is the favorite here today. Bionic Club also in this field. I'm going to bet on us to show again because I'm still feeling confident with Crimson. I'm still feeling confident, and despite these horses in the field, we can win. We can definitely still win this race. I have to make sure I manage his stamina better. I didn't do well with that last time. I'll just do a show bet, and here we go. Final race of this episode, and we'll see if we can get Crimson Art a dirt horse title.
It's a beautiful day for racing.
I think winning this race should help that. Again, the game is weird. I don't know if it's even going to give it to us or not, even though we're winning all of the important races on the path to Dirt Horse of the Year. We've won 4 races on this path, more than any other horse. So this is something that should help us, but we'll see. Perfect start. Let's go.
Beautiful start.
Perfect start here for Crimson. And he's going to get to the front quickly, as he always does. Now I have to settle him down a bit, quite a bit. I just need to make sure we stay just not too far behind, but just, you know, at a good pace. Ah! Horse right there. Didn't mean for that to happen. He's running okay. Just gotta make sure we don't stay too far behind. Because he can't lose too many positions, then he'll be upset. Bad position. Don't want that. Okay. It's really tricky. Everybody's kind of at the same spot. This has been really tricky to navigate, man. That's the thing with these grade 1 horses. They all run differently. Okay, we're still keeping them pretty good here. Still staying well. Still staying well. Want to move him to the inside now. Get him going. Get him going here with Crimson. Down the stretch we come. This horse is battling with us on the inside. Come on, Crimson. You got to dig in, man. Dig in, bro. Can we outlast this horse? I don't know. It's pulling away. It's still pulling away. Crimson is not giving up. And we can't get there. Ah, man. 4 horse was not going away, bro. That might have been Bionic Club. I swear to you, it probably was. Bionic Club just gets us. Man. I think that was Bionic Club. Was it? It had to have been. Yep, Bionic Club just gets us in the end. But our show bet comes in. So that's cool. Bionic Club just got us. So I don't know, man. Bionic Club still might end up getting it. He's such a good horse. But man, Crimson was right there with him. Right there with him. I may have started a tad bit too late. We might have been able to keep Bionic Club ahead if I started just a wee bit earlier. But man, what a year for Crimson Art. 2-year-olds. No, we're not going to have any horses there. Neither for 3-year-olds. Indian Tiger is actually up there for 3-year-old dirt, though. That's cool. Wow, so he had a... Again, he's a turf horse. Technically, that's his best rating. Indian Tiger actually gets up there for 3-year-old dirt horse. That's cool. 4-year-old turf and 4-year-old dirt. They still have us behind Bionic Club and Courtly Duo. Let's see. Did we get any titles? And no. Bionic Club gets best dirt horse because he won the February Stakes. That was a race we ran in against him. I knew it. I had a feeling the game wasn't going to give us that, man. Bionic Club gets best dirt horse. And because he won that race. So if we would have won that, supposedly that could have given us best dirt horse of the year. We finally get a jockey title. We win the win average. Finally, we get something. We've never won a jockey title in this game. Your horse is 2 years old. Send to stable. This is Ditsy Doo. 4-star potential Ditsy Doo. I think she is our first from... Away She Goes. Keeping her name. I think she's the first from Away She Goes. Ditsy Doo. Any blinkers with her? Yeah, let's try, let's do... What do I want to do with her? Could do black and yellow or something. I've already done pink. I haven't really done purple, actually. Maybe we should do a purple. Purple and yellow. Let's actually just do our silk colors. Let's actually have it match. No shadow roll for her. And as far as the bandages are concerned, I do like to give my horses bandages. I think we'll stick with the purple and yellow theme here. Full fitting match here for Ditsy Doo. Alright, we have to do training with her. I don't really know what to do with her. I suck at stamina. I might do balance again. I know I said I would practice this, but might as well give it a shot now. But I had a feeling we weren't going to get Dirt Horse of the Year with Crimson Art, just based off of how the game kind of operates. She looks good in the purple and yellow. She looks really good. So weird, man. This balance training doesn't make any sense. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. 44. Gonna struggle with that. The D rank. Jockey Racer mascot's gonna have some stupid thing to say as always. I think we're gonna do better. Wanna, wanna, wanna. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to practice that more. They robbed Crimson Art of a Dirt Horse of the Year title. That's such a bummer. The stats are still improving, so it's not over for Crimson Art. He can still technically maybe get that again this year as a 5-year-old. And because I feel confident with him, I might just stick to running him just in grade 1s for the rest of the year. So Crimson Art, he's still going to be good to go for us. Indian Tiger, we are retiring. We'll go ahead and just put him here. He gets a B and a C. Not bad. And again, that probably comes from winning that G1, I'm sure. Did we not get the jockey win title? Like we definitely won for win average. Did we not get a title for that? There was no celebration, no nothing. Yes, top win average. We did get that. I guess I'm surprised there was no celebration for it. No horse titles. We did get a dirt champ. I don't know for who. I think Best Hunter. But I do remember running... I mean, we've only won 7 G1s. And I think we won 4 with Best Hunter. So that kind of makes more sense. Let's go look at the pasture and look at Indian Tiger. So Indian Tiger, yep, he gets a B and an A. And again, that's from having a decent racing career and winning that G1. So he'll... You know, the only ability that a foal, I guess, could inherit from him is Comeback Not Good. And I don't want a horse with that ability again. We've dealt with that in Gallop Racer 2004. But yeah, Indian Tiger, B and an A. So he gets the same rating as Best Hunter. And Only Ocean is still here, but I'm not going to use him anymore. He doesn't have any abilities. So Indian Tiger should produce a decent foal for us this year. Because I think I'm going to use him. And... I'll follow her lead. That's his sister. That would be kind of weird. Only Ocean, Lost Son. And okay, oh no, Only Ocean, Special Silence. So it would be like they'd be like half siblings, same father, different mother. Away she goes. She's still CC. So technically, but you know what? Indian Tiger and Away She Goes both had very similar stats. They were both very average. So I might breed those two because we can get maybe a really solid, balanced horse. That was the thing about Away She Goes. She didn't have any stat that was really great, but all her stats were solid. So maybe breeding her and Indian Tiger could give us a horse with, you know, even above average balanced stats across the board. So that's probably what I'll do. But before we even get to that point, let's just go ahead and look to see if we can acquire one more horse. Electric Arrow is here. Rare Emerald. I'm looking for... There's no special horses available, unfortunately. These are the only good horses available for us. A filly would be nice. S-ranked filly would be cool. I'm just looking to see if there is any horses I would want. Rose Canary is pretty solid, actually. She is a sustained growth type. She's a front runner. She only runs 8 to 10 furlongs on the dirt, but she has 83 response, 84 braking, 73 speed, 72 staying. She's okay. Perfect time. It's a colt. I just want fillies, man. Joint Soldier is a filly. She's sustained. She can run on turf and dirt. She's flexible. Stamina 72. I might have to get Joint Soldier. And sustained growth type. I mean, she'll be a solid horse for majority of her racing career. She has no abilities. I can't remember if Rose Canary has an ability. She has second win in close race okay. Now, those are good abilities. So as much as I like the sounds of Joint Soldier with that stamina, Rose Canary might be the better option. Now, let's look up here. Capital Flame. She's only 6 to 8. 93 speed. Oh my goodness. Can I even get her? I don't even have the eval for her. I forgot. 93 speed would have been killer. But we can't qualify. Desert Spring. She's pretty solid. Likes pack. Okay. Can't get her. And that's the thing too. Like I can't even get excited about these horses because we can't even qualify for some of them. Formal method. Look at 96 speed and 63 stamina. My goodness. And grit. It just sucks. We can only acquire so many of these fillies. Let's see if we can even get Joint Soldier. Nope. It's no. Might not even be able to get Rose Canary. Nope. Wow. I'd have to get like an A-ranked filly. I can't get any of the special fillies. That's really disappointing. But I guess it's not in the cards for me to get another horse for the time being. That's only because I want a filly. I'm sure I could get one of these colts. But we need like an S or an S-ranked filly. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Appreciate your love and support on the channel, as always. We will eventually be back to 2004, but again, I want to still grind in this game. And since I'm only uploading these episodes one at a time, and they're pretty long episodes, I feel like we can still play this game quite a bit. So we'll be back for another year. Crimson Art still has a chance to get Dirt Horse of the Year. Rocco, we'll have to try to find rhythm with him as we continue to improve. And then I would like to buy another S or double S ranked filly. That is still my goal. So we'll still try to find a horse like that and take things from there. But until next time, it's Horse Racing Gamer sending out. Hope you all have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.